Okay, so you're getting ready for that big Fulham Nottingham Forest watch party,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Want to impress your friends with some serious football knowledge?
Yeah,
I bet you do.
of course.
We've got you covered.
It's good.
We did a deep dive on those two teams.
Okay.
Let me tell you, this match is going to be a nail-biter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Oh, okay.
Based on all the match preview articles we looked at,
Great.
we're going to uncover all the fascinating stories behind these clubs
Interesting.
and their recent form, and we'll give you some stats
Okay.
that might just give you an edge in predicting who's going to win this thing.
I like it.
One stat in particular just jumped out at me.
Oh, yeah.
Premier League games that involve Nottingham Forest almost never have both teams scoring.
Really?
Yeah. In fact, only Everton has fewer matches where both sides manage to get a goal.
Huh. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And it really says a lot about their defense.
It does. It does.
This season.
Yeah. So let's talk about Fulham for a minute.
Sure.
They are coming off a pretty good FA Cup win against Wigan,
Right.
and they had that really impressive victory over Newcastle
Yeah.
in the Premier League, 2-1.
Uh-huh.
So they're currently sitting in 9th place.
Wow.
Pretty remarkable. And their recent form has put them in a position
Yeah.
where they could contend for a European spot.
No kidding.
I know. Crazy, right?
That's impressive.
And you look at their record against Nottingham Forest.
Right.
They've won 4 of their last 5 Premier League matches.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, so they've historically dominated.
Yeah,
You know, I think that that kind of stuff can play a psychological factor.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Nottingham Forest has really been a surprise this season.
Yeah, I have.
Have they? I mean, that 7-0 demolition of Brighton was shocking.
Oh, my goodness.
That was their biggest league victory since 1991.
Wow.
April 1991.
That's amazing.
That's a long time ago.
It is.
So they're currently in 3rd place.
All right.
And if they get another victory, they could have 50 points,
Okay.
which would be incredible for a team that was just promoted.
Yeah, that's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah. So that win against Brighton, though, makes me wonder a little bit.
About what?
Well, if that means that maybe Forest is shifting their tactical approach.
Oh, I see.
You know, are they going to be more open,
Yeah.
more attacking? No, they also had that really tough FA Cup battle against Exeter City.
Yeah, they did.
Remember that one?
I do.
Went all the way to a penalty shootout.
It did.
So maybe their defensive solidity is still their biggest strength.
Well, yeah, and they've shown that they can play a very controlled game.
Yeah,
You know, they're able to grind out results
that's true.
when they have to, and then other times they just blow teams away.
They do.
But we can't forget that Fulham has won 9 of their last 12 league meetings.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see which side of Forest shows up.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's talk about some key players.
All right.
Who should we be watching?
Well, for Fulham, I think Raúl Jiménez is a player that we need to watch.
Yeah.
He always seems to play really well at Craven Cottage.
Okay,
8 of his 11 goals have been scored there
interesting.
at home this season.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the atmosphere,
could be.
you know, the familiarity of the pitch.
Cool.
Or maybe it's Fulham's home tactics, you
Yeah.
know, giving him more opportunities in front of the home crowd.
Makes sense.
Whatever it is, he is a real threat, and he seems to score a lot against Forest, historically.
I'm really curious to see how the Forest defense is going to handle him.
Me too.
You know, he could be a real handful.
He can.
So who should we be watching for Forest?
Oh, well, Chris Wood is the man to watch right now.
Oh, yeah,
He's having a great season.
he is.
Right up there with Salah and Haaland
Wow.
in the Premier League scoring charts this season, which is unbelievable for him.
Yes, he's been great.
He scored 17 goals this season,
Wow.
and 9 of those have been the first goal of the match.
Really?
He's the spark that gets their attack going.
He is.
Yeah.
So we've got Fulham's home advantage and Jimenez's scoring.
Yes.
But then Forest has got the momentum and a really good goal scorer in Wood.
Right.
I think it's going to come down to who can impose their style of play.
It is a clash of styles, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can't forget that stat that we talked about earlier,
Right?
that both teams rarely score when Forest is playing.
Yeah, that's right.
So this could very well end up being a really tight, low-scoring game.
It could, especially considering both teams have a really strong defense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it.
Okay.
Everything you need to know to sound like a real expert at your watch party.
Awesome.
What do you think? High-scoring thriller or a tactical chess match?
I think it's really a tough one to call, but
Yeah.
considering the defensive strength of both teams and that statistic we talked about, I'm kind of leaning towards a low-scoring draw.
Yeah,
But who knows? Forest did have that crazy offensive game against Brighton, so that does add a layer of unpredictability.
it does.
It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out.
I agree.
Yeah,
Should be fun to watch.
definitely.
All right, well, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah, it was fun.
See you next time.
See ya.